Chapter 17, Mishnah 12. The Mishnah now discusses those measures for which the sages meant the large size. There are some units for measure for which they said to follow the large type of that measure. When they said that a ladle full of corpse dust transmits corpse tuma in a tent, they meant the volume of the large ladle of a doctor. The split beam measure used for the laws of Tsaras means something the size of a split Cilician beam, which is very large. Other measures where the sages specified the large variety. Someone who eats on Yom Kippur food the size of the large date is liable. The Mishnah adds another detail to this law. The meaning of the size of the large date is the size of it and its pit only. Also, in the case of leather skin bottles made for wine and oil, the size of hole that makes in tahor is like the size of their large ball. Also, in the case of a window in a wall between two rooms that was not made by a person, the size of opening that allows corpse tuma to pass through from one room to the next is an opening as big as a large fist. This is the fist of Ben Batiach. Rabbi Yossi said about Ben Batiach's fist, it was the same size as a large head of normal people. If, however, the opening in the wall was made by a person, the measure used a different large item, though one that is much smaller than Ben Batiach's fist. But in the case of one that was made intentionally by a person to allow light to come in, the size opening that allows corpse tuma to pass through from one room to the other is an opening as big as the hole made by the large drill of the temple chamber, where such tools needed for repairs were kept. This is the same size as an Italian punjan coin, and is also the same size as a Neronian Sella coin, and as big as the size of the hole in a yoke.